and welcome back. This is my friend Alex. You may know him on YouTube from his channel Tank Tested. And Alex is up here visiting today because he is shooting incredible amounts of footage of my prettier aquariums as well as the greenhouse. And I just wanted to take a minute to talk to him a little bit about how he got to be where he is, because his photo or his video quality is so extraordinary.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
So my trade is in the documentary film world. I worked at National Geographic for 5 or 6 years doing digital documentaries for them. And I eventually just decided I wanted to take that skill set into the aquarium hobby. I've been a casual hobbyist for 20 years now.
Wow.
But I didn't really invest energy into it until maybe 3 or 4 years ago when I started competing in aquascaping competitions.
I actually met Alex at the big fish deal down in Maryland.
Yes, when I came out strong and somehow won Best in Show.
You sure did.
That aquascape that was sitting on my desk at Nat Geo actually at the time.
That's fantastic.
So I've since left Nat Geo and I now work freelance, which gives me some more time to tinker. So I've done I think 15 videos for Tank Tested so far.
This channel's growing very quickly.
Mainly thanks to Rachel. But I've done I think 15 videos so far. They each take me around 40 hours to make, which is a choice I've made apparently.
That is a long time.
But I think that they're very cool and hopefully will be a long-standing thing that 5 years from now someone can still watch one of those videos and get inspired and learn something from them.
Absolutely. And Alex has a really cool trip coming up to China, and he's going to have the opportunity to do a bunch of really fascinating videos, so make sure you guys are subscribed to his channel. I'll have a link down below. Tell us a little bit about the aquariums you have at home right now.
Yeah, so right now I'm setting up a few future videos. I have 2 beta tanks, one that's a farm tank that I'm growing at Bucephalandra, because I want to talk more about ethical use of booze, which, spoilers, it's complicated. So I have a farm tank that I'm growing booze in, and then I have another tank that's a show tank for my male beta. And I am planning on introducing them to each other and filming the whole breeding process with betas soon. I also have a Mr. Aqua 12-gallon long.
Those are fantastic
which is a
tanks.
really cool tank, and it's a tank that I have been debating whether or not I want to do Shelleys or whether or not I want to do a more Hillstream tank. Right now it's a Hillstream tank with algae problems.
That would be a tough one.
So
It'd be a tough one to choose between the two. They're so different. So
I'm going to do a full reset because I think my lighting was just a little bit too bright, and I still have not decided which one I'm going to go with. So
he's also very interested in native fishes, conservation, and little tiny guys like me, so we have a lot in common.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I really want to highlight in the aquarium hobby is we should think about where the fish came from so that we can give them the best habitat that they can have, but also whether or not we're having a positive or a negative impact on the ecosystem. Absolutely. We should always be trying to have a positive impact. If we want fish to exist in the hobby, they need to exist in the wild.
They need to exist in the wild, and they need to exist in areas that are sustainable, which aquaculture can be a massive boon to a lot of impoverished areas as well. So there's always a back and forth of conservation, ecology, and sort of the socio-economical challenges of areas.
I'd really love to see in the future the aquarium hobby have a easier way of showing where fish came from so that people can make ethical decisions about, is this farm raised, is this wild caught, do I know whether or not it was caught in a sustainable way if it was wild caught, do I know if it was farmed in a way that's ethical.
While he was here, he also shot some drone footage for me I'm going to use it hopefully in an upcoming review of this greenhouse. I know a lot of you have been asking for that. But again, I really encourage you to check out Alex's channel. If you want to see more beautiful footage of my fish as well as a lot of the other really cool aquascapes, underwater or native footage, and just all sorts of things aquarium related.
Yeah, I'll be trying to get 2 videos for Rachel's fish room done in October. One of your 150 and one of the overview of your whole fish room.
That'll be fantastic. Thank you so much for coming out to visit me today.
Thank you for having me. This has been amazing.
How many thousands of dollars of equipment did you say that was?
Oh, it's too many. It's more than I can afford to replace, for sure.
And we have it propped on buckets and taped to a ladder.
Yeah, I mean, this tape better hold up because I have to go to China in a few days and I have to use this equipment. So if it breaks, I don't have a game plan.